Gonna start this video with a thank you. You guys hit 30k subscribers on the channel recently and I'm forever grateful. For 30k I decided to do something a little bit different and put it out to you guys on what you want to see for a special sort of video. And the majority of you guys wanted to see a setup tour, so everything that I work with, not just the computer, but the monitors, the equipment that I use, and everything behind me as well that you see in some of my live streams. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. We're going to be going over everything. You guys might get some suggestions for future upgrades for your setup, but you're also going to see what I work with and how it sort of operates in the day-to-day running of this channel. So sit back, relax, get your cock in your hand, because this setup, oh boy. Oh, it's a good one. Let's talk about the heart and soul of this setup first, and that is of course the PC that was delivered to me by Scan Computers at the back end of last year. This PC is top of the line and they decided to give me a hell of a Christmas present when it turned up on my doorstep, a fully water-cooled system with top of the line parts so I can record, stream and edit without any problems whatsoever. I went over this PC in more detail, so if you do want to look at that video in full, then there's a link in the description as well as a card annotation on screen that you can of course click on. But in short, this PC has 9TB of storage for all of my games and videos. It also has an RTX 3090 graphics card, 128GB of DDR4 RAM, and a Ryzen 9 5950X CPU. All of that is water cooled into a custom loop, and it's even got my logo engraved on the front of the case. It's gorgeous. Oh, my favourite thing. We have 3 displays connected to this PC. One of them is dedicated entirely for gaming because it's a TN panel and not very colour accurate, but is really good and has a high refresh rate. And the other 2 are IPS panels at 60Hz, so it's not as good for the refresh rate, but it's definitely better for video editing, photo editing and more colour accurate tasks. Our main gaming display is the Dell S2417DG. This is a 165Hz monitor, it's got really thin bezels, I've been using it for ages and it's a TN panel, so that has its advantages and disadvantages when it comes to gaming. Obviously it's not as colour accurate, but it allows you to see in dark areas a lot easier, and I've been using it for a while and it's not steered me wrong yet. The 2 monitors either side of the main one are both Dell also. They are P2421DCs. These are 24-inch 60Hz IPS panels and they are really good also. I've been using these for a little while now. I haven't had them for the longest time, but they've been a great addition to the setup. 3 displays, I can't go back to anything less now. And it's just really good for having a web browser on one screen, game on the other, and a video editing thing or Discord or something else on another screen. I can have tons of things open at once and it's just really good for keeping me on track, the things that I need to do, knowing what videos to record, knowing what clips to get, everything like that. And especially when streaming, I can see chat, I can see OBS, I can see Discord all at once without having to shrink them down into tiny little boxes. So really helpful. 3 displays, definitely the way to go for me. The next thing, this microphone right here. We've had this microphone for quite some time now, and we made the leap from a Blue Snowball USB microphone to this one, the Rode NT1A. This is a condenser microphone going into a Focusrite Scarlett Solo, and that is a nice little audio interface that isn't too bulky and in the way, but it allows me to adjust my headphone volume and microphone volume on the fly, so it gives me nice amounts of control. And this microphone is brilliant when it comes to quality. It's nice looking, it's professional, and it gives this voice just a little bit extra goodness because everyone loves it, apparently. Apparently that's my thing. Apparently the voice is good. If you like me, boys, I'll do some podcasts and I'll call you sexy. Just slip me a few dollars, yeah? So, you've seen how everything's powered through the computer, you've seen the monitors and you've seen how I see everything, but how do I hear everything? Well, I've got 2 solutions for that. I've got a pair of creative speakers behind my monitors, and I don't use them for very much, honestly. Maybe a occasional YouTube video that I'll be watching, or if I'm sitting back and relaxing, playing a nice single player game, I might use those speakers. They're good enough, but they're not perfect. They haven't got massive audio clarity, and that's what you really need when playing games that are so reliant on being able to hear things. So for that, and the main bulk of my work, is all done through these headphones. These are the AKG K7 reference headphones. They're in collaboration with Massdrop, and Massdrop actually gave me these at the very start of my YouTube lifespan, really, and they've served me so well ever since. They're a really nice open back design with massive ear cups, so they don't squish your ear at all. Nice and comfortable with memory foam ear cups itself, and I can wear these for really long periods of time without having to worry about anything. They're a nice shape, nice style. They plug into my audio interface really nicely as well, so there's no need to worry about that. It just works, and they have done for absolutely ages. They're reliable, and of course they're AKG, so they're really well made. And the audio quality, well, what can I say? They're AKG as well, so perfect for what I need, and perfect for anyone really. AKG are a brilliant audiophile sort of brand, and I definitely recommend these if you were to ever pick up a new pair of headphones. Don't go with your shitty little Astros or whatever the fuck. Get proper audiophiles. They'll help you out, especially in games that very much need focus on audio. Our keyboard and mouse are actually probably going to be my next upgrade to the setup, because I've had these for years, but they have served me really well. I have a Corsair K95 Platinum keyboard with Cherry MX Speed switches, and it's a really good mechanical keyboard. It's a full-size keyboard, so I'm thinking to probably downgrade to 60% because it saves space on the desk, and I'm looking to go wireless as well. And in terms of my mouse, we have a Logitech G502, which is obviously one of the most popular gaming mouses out there. However, it's still a bit heavy for me. I've took all the weights out, still a bit heavy, and it fits my hand really nicely, so that's why I'm still using it. But I'm looking to go for something like a Glorious Model O or something like that in the future. But both of these are really good, and they've served me well in their time, and yeah, it's what I've been using since before I've been making YouTube content. So very much a perfect keyboard and mouse combo, but we're going to be up in the game in the future, in the near future actually. So I've mentioned streaming a few times throughout this video so far, and when it comes to streaming, there's two things in particular that really come into their own: the light and the camera for the streaming setup. And the camera is simply currently just a C920 webcam, but it's soon going to be just changed completely to this. This is my Fujifilm X-T30 mirrorless camera with an 18-55 f2.8 lens on it. Very good camera for photography, and also really good for video. Fuji have great color reproduction and color accuracy, so these are going to be a really good camera for streamers, especially when you can get Fuji cameras and Fuji lenses for a lot cheaper than you can get Sony cameras and Sony lenses, for example. I would take this camera over a A6000 any day of the week, just because of how good the color accuracy is, and the lens is flawless. In terms of light, it's just a cheap Amazon ring light. It cost me no more than 20 quid, had it ages, and it works pretty well. Probably will upgrade to key lights in the future, but for now, the light is working as intended, perfectly fine. Gives me the nice little porn star rings in my eyes when I want it to as well, so perfect for the only Sams, you know? And that's the main bulk of everything that's on my desk. My desk itself is actually a kitchen countertop on top of a bunch of IKEA Alex drawer sets. I've got a ton of storage on my desk, but the actual tabletop itself is 2.5 meters long, so it's definitely not a short desk. But this is another IKEA countertop, really good, really sturdy, and it's a lot better than the actual desktops that you can get from IKEA. A lot stronger, actually made of wood and not cardboard, so that's a plus, isn't it? But other than that, we've got a few other things on the desk as well that I don't mention. There's a little wireless pad for my phone that I can charge my phone on. I've got a small little Stream Deck Mini that's right next to my audio interface, and on there I've got a bunch of folders for different things like YouTube videos and stuff like that to get to certain pages on my YouTube channel and my YouTube dashboard. I've got a Twitch folder where I can go live, I can change scenes, just general stuff that you use the Stream Deck with really, and program shortcuts and stuff like that, so I can open Premiere Pro, Photoshop and all that sort of stuff with a click of a button. And yeah, really helpful to have. It's basically an unlimited board of macros, and it works really well, and I don't need a full-size Stream Deck, so a Stream Deck Mini looks nice, quite out of the way and tiny, you don't really notice it, but it's definitely really helpful. We also have an Xbox One S on the desk as well in white, and that's next to the Amazon Echo first generation. Amazon Echo is always good in case I want to listen to music. Hey Alexa, who's the best person in the world?
You're definitely in the top 10.
Oh yeah. But yeah, the Xbox is connected to a 55-inch LG 4K Smart OLED TV. Oh, it's great. I don't play the Xbox very often, but when I do, I'll be revisiting older games as well, so it's really nice to just sit back, lay on the bed, just chill out. And yeah, I've been doing that more and more recently. Tarkov's been taking its toll, been playing the game for 5 years, and I'm surprised I ain't had a mental breakdown. So replaying old games like Skyrim and stuff like that, really nice change of pace. But other than that, the Xbox has been there for ages as well. It's nice to play some console every now and then, but it definitely doesn't mean that I don't love the PC more. PC gaming's where it's at, folks, let's be real. And that's my desk, but I'm obviously in a whole room. My room's obviously got a bed in it because Tarkov makes me want to cry myself to sleep sometimes. We got 2 massive shelves that you see in the back of every one of my streams. That's just got collector's edition statues and stuff like that from old games that I've collected in the past. Just nice little memento-y things. And then just over there we've got a killer helmet which people make me put on because it really restricts my vision and people like to see me suffer. But the killer helmet was from Grey Shop, which is now Escape from Tarkov's merch provider. So if you do want to go and get some merch, you can actually buy that specific helmet on the Tarkov merch store. It's fully metal, it's a replica, it's not an actual Masker helmet, but it's all metal. It'll probably reflect a 22 to be fair, and it has a mind of its own. It likes to fall off of that very secure bedside cabinet drawer, chest of drawer thing, and hit my toe all the fucking time, and I don't think my toe will ever forgive it. Above that, we've got a map of the Chernobyl exclusion zone. Some of you may know in 2019 I went to Chernobyl, and it basically tells me that I survived. Pretty much, that's what it says. It says how much radiation I received on the day, which equated to about a 3-hour commercial flight, so really not that much. Probably the best trip that I've ever been on in my life. Amazing, amazing, just a nice bit in a frame, just memories boys, really. And then of course I'm a massive Star Wars nerd, so we got some original film strip from Star Wars Episode 6 up there, and then just below that some fan art from a really nice guy who made me in a sort of tactical looking outfit. My logo's in the background, everything, just, my room's great. It's full of memories, it's full of tech, it's full of everything, and I couldn't have asked for it to look more perfect. We've got other things lying around, like 2 guitars that I haven't played for fuck knows how long. We got a fridge under the desk because I could just be self-contained, just strap a catheter to my leg and I'll be good to go. I'll be making 24 million hour live streams in the future, don't you worry boys. But other than that, that's it. It's just a nice, simple, clean looking setup, and I wouldn't be here without you guys, so it's all pretty much yours. If you fancy coming in and just grabbing a bit and taking it home, we can share it. You can have it on the weekends and I'll have it the rest of the week. It's fine, it's up to you. But yeah, without you guys I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing, and that's the point of this video really. It's not to flex, it's not to brag, it's to show you what I work with. And yeah, it's a lot, but it's what I have worked for, it's what I've achieved, and it's what you guys have helped me achieve. So this is our achievement. This beautiful looking space is ours, and it's great, and I'm so thankful. But you guys got me to 30k, and boys, you're just, best community in the world. So let's move on to 40, 50, wherever the future takes us. I'm not going to stop making content anytime soon. I will be branching out, but I won't be stopping. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll leave you with some porno looking shots of this setup in all of its glory. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for 30k. I'll see you very soon. Much love.